Wait, I got clever. I figured out what the girls do when they do the camera out here for their selfies, and it gets rid of the double chin. Got a laptop and just lifted it up. Nice way to lose weight, girls. Just thank you. I just want to talk about my emotions and where my emotions are, and possibly where yours are if you've just been diagnosed. I've had this sort of battle worthiness about me that, yeah, fuck it, we're going to take this on, we're going to kick its ass. It's kind of like, yep, no problem. By the way, this is going to lead, I'm giving you my positives first, then we're going to get to the negatives because there's both. I found I've been very matter of fact about it. Okay, so this is happening, so then we do this, then we do this. It's very, very orderly and perhaps a pragmatist in me. That, okay, we're just going to go from point A to point B. There's nothing grey about it. On the other side, back in the negatives, there's lots of grey bits. I've had compassion for other people, magically. I've always been a compassionate person, but I've just sort of noticed it a bit more. Maybe it's because of heightened emotions. Hope. Yeah, there's hope. There's a lot less of it a few days ago. And this is only day 5, 6, it's 5 or 6. I forget the math. Should have checked that first, but it's quite close to the day I was told. Yes, acceptance. There's no denial. I'm not saying, no, I haven't got it. It's, yeah, okay. This is what the doctors know. The doctors are the professionals. I'm not. So that's where we are. I've had a strange tolerance and then random intolerance of people. Driving, somebody could cut me off and it's like, oh, it's okay, whatever. Which I'm normally not an aggressive driver anyway. But then 10 minutes later, some guy could not use a blinker and it's like, you fucking asshole. It's like just this head. I understand the need to keep busy. I know that anyway. In the previous video, I mentioned that I've had depression for years, and I've known that importance of keeping busy. I can see that it's going to be with this as well, to keep projects going, to keep doing things. And actually, having had depression might actually give me a little bit of a benefit in that I have experienced it before. I know what depression is, so if I do get depression through this, when I will be better skilled to handle the depression and know that right now I've come down to here and then tomorrow I'm going to be here. So instead of getting here and then feeling totally despondent that tomorrow never comes kind of thing. Negative emotions over the last few days. A little bit of anger, as I mentioned before. Fear, shit scared. Very scared and probably more scared for the family than myself. I'm certainly not looking forward to being sick, chemo, etc. But it's sort of very scared in multiple ways, I guess, and sadness also for the family as well. I've had a certain amount of hopelessness and despondency. It's like, oh, why bother mowing the bloody lawns? The lawns, the grass is going to grow anyway. Why bother doing it? Which is kind of a bit of me anyway sometimes. But yeah, there's this why bother kind of attitude occasionally. In the last few days, and at the same time, there's a bit of get your ass off the chair and go and do it, which I did yesterday. I've got a commitment to the doctor that I've made to myself, and I've told the doctor that whatever she says goes, to the point that I told her that when a test comes in, if that means that she needs to tell me to book me into something else, don't wait till I show up. Just book it, and then when I get there, she's like my PA, my personal assistant. She just says to me, right, I've booked you in for this next thing. So there's no dicking around, showing up, like having a test, waiting 2 days to go and see the doctor again. Then she books it ahead. It's like, no, don't want that. I want to show up. And she goes, right, now I've booked you oomph, for this date. And that's all I need to know is I just show up and let them do their work. Otherwise, I just waste time. And don't want to be doing that. The other thing I want to talk about was crying. Blokes, men, both big and tough, aren't supposed to cry. I have quite a bit. There's a calmness and a clarity afterwards, though. Crying makes you calm anyway, I know that. But yeah, there's a certain clarity that comes after it. At that time, it's that normal feeling of sadness. but I'm not upset with myself for crying or anything. I'm just allowing it, allowing the release of that. If it happens, it happens, and accept that it happens, and there's nothing. I'm not ashamed to say it. So if you're a guy watching this and you've bawled your eyes out 30 times in the last week, well, good, that's fine. And good on you. Yeah, that's really all I want to. I just want to put where I was in the head out there. So if you're in a similar situation to me and some of my things are normal, what are happening to you, at least you know there's some normality. If I'm normal, I don't know. Other than you're a Fruit Loop too. Yeah, so it's really just want to talk about emotions and where I am at this point, and hopefully it helps someone.